Alright, so we're going to do another pod review today on that pepper right back there with all these little round pumpkin peppers on it and nice beautiful orange color. And that is called the Calabaza pepper or Calabaza pepper. I'll put the correct spelling and name in the description, but that's what it is. And we're going to pick one right now and do a pod review on one of these. Now that is a nice little pepper. It almost looks like a manzano. Just a gorgeous little pepper. Give it some different lighting. I don't know much about it offhand. I'm not sure where this pepper's from. I would imagine it's from South America, but I don't know much about it. And here's a look at the cap. And I don't know what it tastes like, and I don't know, I don't believe it's a black seed variety. I believe it's regular, but I'm pretty confident this is a hot one. So without any further ado, let's turn you around and give it a go. Alright guys, here it is. This is the Calabaza pepper. Been wanting to grow this one now for a few years and finally got around to doing it. And it's just a nice little pepper. Pretty confident it's got some heat on it. See, it looks like a little basket, a little pumpkin. And it's got quite a long stem on it. A really, really long stem. So, anyway, without any further ado, let's give it a go. Has a very interesting flavor. It has like a very fruity flavor to it, but not like habanero fruity. It almost tastes like a manzano pepper, to be honest with you. It tastes a lot like that, but it's not. It's a white seed variety, and it could be a white seed. It's not a pubescence. This might be a baccatum. I'm pretty sure that this plant is a baccatum. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it is. So let me take another bite and try to see if I could pick up any of the tones on that or any of the flavors or anything. It's just very kind of strange kind of a flavor. This pepper has a flavor of its own. It doesn't taste like anything I can describe. It just has its own flavor. If I was to say it tastes like something, I would probably say it tastes a little bit like a manzano pepper. But it really has its own flavor. This thing is very different in a lot of ways. It's nice too. It does have a slight spiciness to it, meaning that the flavor is not going way out of my mouth right away. It's kind of hanging around. The heat is mild. It's probably right now with this one, I would say the heat on this is probably at best 800. That's a best case scenario. Right now with this particular one, it's probably like 500 or 600. I wouldn't even put these over 1,000. It's very mild. It's a steady, slow, smooth, glowing type of burn. It's not striking, not searing. It comes in as soon as you start chewing it, slowly builds, and then that's basically it with the intensity of the heat. And then where it's burning on my tongue is mostly the tip of the tongue is where I was chewing it. I chewed it on the side of my mouth, not really feeling anything. It's just mainly the tip of the tongue. A little bit warm on the tonsils, and a little bit warm going down the esophagus. Outside of that, it's very mild. You could eat these things all day long. It does have a warming effect, though. If you don't like that warming heartburn feel type of an effect going down, this one kind of makes you feel like that. It's not heartburn. It's just warm, and so it mimics that. But some people don't like that feeling. Me, it doesn't bother me, but it does have that feature to it where it warms you down the esophagus all the way down. So just keep that in mind, that this pepper will warm you all the way down. It does warm up the tonsils a little. It actually feels pretty good there. And that's it. My lips are a little bit lit up too. They're a little warm from this. But it's a really nice tasting pepper. Again, I can't really describe the flavor of this thing because it's literally in a world of its own. It doesn't taste like anything I can really describe. It does have a slight peppery type of aftertaste, very slightly, but that flavor, that aromatic flavor of it, that fruity or floral flavor that it's got is very prominent, should I say. It's very very, not strong, but it's dominating the entire palette, the entire effect. So just keep that in mind. It does have a strong persistence of that flavor. So apply it sparingly if you're not used to this kind of pepper. But it's a nice one. I really like this. I'm probably going to be growing this now for the next several years because I do like this pepper. And the skins were a little bit on the tough side, so I had to spit those skins out because I can't keep they're sticking around and I'm talking and they're like flying out. I got to get those skins out and so I can finish the video, but they were a little bit on the tough side. What could you use this for? I would definitely be interested in pickling some of these and to see how they work out pickling. I think that would be really, really cool. That would be a great pickled garnish for, like, you know, you're serving steaks. You know how you get like pickled cherry peppers and stuff like that when you're sitting down for a steak meal or seafood meal, and you get those pickled cherry peppers. Well, if you could replace the cherry peppers with this thing and serve those, I think that would be pretty cool, to be honest with you. So that would be a nice little effect. Now, can you eat them green? I don't know. I guess you probably could if you're pickling them. What's the difference? But if you're going to eat them like in your salad or you're going to cook with them, you probably want to wait until they ripen. These are orange. I don't know if they're truly supposed to be orange. They might convert over to red at some point, so I don't know that for sure. But as of right now, what we just did the taste test on was in its orange form. It could turn to red if you literally leave it on the plant long enough. It could eventually turn red. So orange may not be its fully true color. It's just sometimes peppers do that. They'll hit like the orange stage and they'll stay that way for almost ever. And if you leave them on long enough, they eventually turn red. So that could happen. That's it. Really, that's your pod review for the Calabaza pepper. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Take care.